Welcome to the Curve Effect, where confidence meets curves and beauty has no limits. I'm your host, Tammy Taylor, and this is your go to space for fashion, health, beauty, and all things self love. Here, we celebrate the power of curves, embrace our bodies unapologetically, and inspire each other to live our fullest, most fabulous lives. Whether it's the latest style trends, wellness tips, or real talk about the real journey to self confidence, this is where you belong. So get ready to own your curves, walk in your power, and redefine beauty in your own terms. This is the Curve Effect. So let's go. Hey, everybody. This is your girl, Tammy T, and welcome back to Curve Effect, where we celebrate curves and confidence. Today, I have this beautiful, beautiful lady, Miss Sandy Green. She's also known as Miss Baldy, and she is an advocate, author, radio host, actress, model, and she's based out of Birmingham, Alabama. Miss Baldy, hey, thank you so much for coming. Hey, beautiful.
Hey,
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. Thank you so much for coming, man. I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Man, you do so many things and you represent so many different so yeah, so many different areas, man. And I'm just so honored to have you here. I mean,
Thank
you are,
you.
I mean, I don't even know where to start. I mean, we're gonna start with your advocacy. You are an advocate for couple of things. We're going to start with alopecia.
Yes.
And okay, so you're an advocate for alopecia awareness. And exactly what is alopecia?
Alopecia is the simple phrase hair loss.
Okay.
It's hair loss. And I've been dealing with that for over 25 years, but became bald in 2022. And
Okay.
that's when I found all these other things about myself.
Okay. All right. So what did you find? Because you said you've been dealing with it for over 25 years. So, but
Yes.
you decided to go bald just a couple of years ago.
Yes,
So,
I was hiding it. I was ashamed. I was embarrassed. I was suicidal because of my
mm,
hair, because my hair
mm,
had started to come out so bad.
mm-hmm.
And when my son was killed by a drunk driver, it really started to come out bad. So I could no longer hide it. So me and God had a conversation, and here I am.
Okay. Well, you're beautiful.
Thank you.
And so that is that when you came up with your Miss Baldy, which I
Yes,
love. I love that
yes,
name.
yes,
I love that name. So and now you're a model and
yes,
you know an actress and you
yes.
have your beautiful bald head and you are just gorgeous and I
Thank you.
love it and you're empowering and
Yes.
inspiring other women, especially the younger women, because with us hair is a very important part of our lives. So
Yes.
when you have someone that's younger who really can't deal with it and they're going through this, they need people like you.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love it. And I'm also a author of two books, a adult book, and I just came out with a children book for alopecia as well.
Okay.
Because it's not about me; it's
Hmm.
about everybody as a whole that's dealing with it. Men, women, boys, girls, even
Hmm.
animals can have alopecia.
Really?
Anything with hair can have alopecia.
Okay. Is it something that's hereditary or anybody or just anyone can can get
Some
it?
people in their family, it is hereditary, but anybody can get alopecia.
Oh, okay. All
Hmm.
right. I know you have the don't stare, just ask.
Yes.
So don't that then that means don't just ask me. Don't just be looking at me, right?
Yes, ma'am. And God gave me that because I was trying to, after I did my hair, I obeyed every step of the way with God.
Mm-hmm.
And when he told me to start an alopecia group, I'm like, I don't have a name. So I looked up all these names that just wasn't it. And he
Hmm.
said, don't stare, just ask. And that's where I got the name from.
Okay, that's a really cool name. It has a deeper meaning, and I love it. I always
Yes.
love when we have these beautiful women who are not. of the standard, but they're
Yes.
absolutely beautiful and you represent it. I love it. I love it, love it, love it.
Thank you.
I absolutely do. And again, you are a model.
Yeah.
We belong to the same modeling agency,
Yeah.
TLA. Yep. And you also a curvy model
Yes.
like me, and an author. And what about the children's book for alopecia? Is it basically is it a how to deal with or fictional or?
It's a children book talking about alopecia. And I named it All That Pizza because my granddaughter is a twin to a boy and she
Mhm.
have a lisp. And we talk about it because this is what I go through. And I told her to say alopecia and she was like, all that pizza. And that's what she still say. So that's what I named my book.
Oh wow! Oh,
Yes.
that's cute.
And all the characters are my grandchildren.
Okay, how many grandchildren you got?
I have 9, but I used the 6 small ones in the book.
Okay, okay, 9. All right, grandma. That's your name? You have a grandma name or you grandma?
Gigi.
Gigi. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
Yaya.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm Yaya. I got one grandson, but I'm Yaya.
I love that. Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Hmm.
You've also received 24 proclamations.
Over 24.
Over 24.
Yes, ma'am.
That's amazing.
Yes.
That is amazing. What is the most meaningful recognition or most meaningful moment for you out of all of those?
Um, just knowing that I did not know anything about a proclamation, God told me about a proclamation, explained to me about a proclamation and how to get one. So everyone that I get, I give all the honor to God because I knew nothing about it. And
Mm,
when I go and speak with my mayors and they give
mm,
them to me, it's just a honor because I never could see myself here because I've been so broken. And
right.
then to be where I am now, sometimes I'm talking to God and I just bust out laughing. I was like, I just can't believe it because I had gave up on Sandy, but God never gave up on me.
Exactly. Yes,
Yes,
yes, yes, yes. And that's a lot. That's one thing about God. He's never going to give up. And
never.
he'll wait for us to come to him. He'll just wait. He's like,
Yes,
she gonna eventually see and she gonna come and I'm gonna be right here.
yes. And that's where how it was with me, especially because my mom, my husband, and my son died within 3 years.
Oh
So
my
it was
goodness.
hard. It was very, I can't even explain to you how difficult it was for me. And then dealing with alopecia as well, it was very difficult for me. And then when my son was killed by a drunk driver, it took me to a place that I never thought I can be. I was in this dark place that I did not want to come out,
Mm,
but I did, and I started my
you did.
son's organization. I go to different schools, high schools and middle schools, talk about underage drinking and driving.
Hmm.
And it's an honor because I still get to speak about my son. I still get to share things about my son with the world. And that's so important because he would never die.
Exactly.
Although he's
Right.
gone, he's not
Not
gone.
gone. He's gone. He's not
Yes,
gone. He's gone in the
yes,
physical.
yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Okay, and this is your organization, Ron, RON,
Yeah,
Righteousness Overpowers
yes.
Negativity.
His
Okay.
name is Rodriguez, and I was having a hard time. And I
Mm-hmm.
asked God for something that can help me. And he gave
Mm-hmm.
me that name. I could have never thought of that name. Never. Never.
Yeah. I couldn't imagine the
Mhm.
feelings that you have when you're going through that.
Yes.
All I do know is that, God is here
Yeah.
and he was with you and he got you through and he found a way for you to work through it and
Yes.
to help others that may be going through the same thing or prevent
Hmm.
a tragedy like
Yes.
what happened to your son. um and then my condolences to you. My heart goes out to you, baby, but look at you, you're resilient. you know I
Thank
admire that.
you.
You're resilient. I admire that. You also volunteer with MAD, which is Mothers
Yes.
Against Drunk Drivers in Alabama.
Yes.
Now, you have several causes, but they kind of all intertwine a little
Yes.
bit. Um, do you keep them separate, or do when you present them or when you speak, do you all have it all? Does it all come together, or do you keep them separate, or it just depends on the event that you're speaking at?
It depends on the event that I'm speaking about, but my son name will always come up.
Mm-hmm.
His organization will always come up because that's a
Mm-hmm.
part of me. And how can I tell my journey about anything without talking about my son?
Right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Uh,
And his name is Rodriguez. That's where the Ron come from for his organization.
okay. All right. So, are there any events coming up with your with Ron? Because there's another organization I want to talk about as well. But is there anything coming up with Ron?
Yes, I speak at high schools all the time and middle schools. So when they
Mm-hmm.
call me, I go. So it's a couple of times a month that
Okay.
I will go to speak at different schools, especially around holidays and the prom,
Prom,
especially. Yes,
especially the prom. I would
yes,
figure the
ma'am.
prom. Yeah.
Yes,
And you are also the founder of Alpha Zeta Kappa sorority.
yes,
You are the founder. And
yes.
what is this? It's a sisterhood because it's a
It
sorority,
is.
but what is that foundation? What is that? Um,
It's for hair loss,
okay.
whether it's cancer, lupus, whatever, perms, whatever cause hair loss. And some people join just for sisterhood. They don't have hair loss at all.
Okay. So you don't have to have hair loss to join, but
No.
the foundation of the sorority is hair loss.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. For support. I would love to support something. I would love to support something that you're doing. The Curve Effect would absolutely love to be out there and just help you spread the word. Absolutely.
Oh,
Girl, yeah, I would. Girl, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Now again, you are a model.
yes,
Uh,
I am.
and I've seen some of your pictures. You're absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
And the boldness of your name is Baldy, and I just love it. I love the whole persona and the fact that you have taken something that some people would take as a negative and something that you've taken as a negative for so many years, and you decided to turn it around and make it positive and make it absolutely beautiful, because I know that you've inspired other women. Have women come to you and said, you have made me look at myself differently. Has that happened to you?
Oh yes, all the time, and it even happens with the don't stare, just ask. Sometimes people stare at you, and it's not because of they being negative. It's because they was like, "Wow, I wish I can do this." Because I've been in restaurants and women staring, they make you so uncomfortable. And before they leave, they'll come and whisper in my ear, "I have alopecia. Do you have alopecia?" I'm like, "Yes." And they was like, "Wow, I have it too," but nobody know. Their spouse don't know, the children don't know anybody. And I
Okay.
can relate to that because my
Mhm.
children never seen my head. Anybody I was dating never seen my head. I wore wigs. I did all these things
Oh,
to cover up. So I had a secret. I would tell people
wow.
I want somebody honest in my life and somebody truthful, but I wasn't being honest or truthful because I had a secret that I didn't want anybody to know about.
Wow.
Yeah. For a long
Wow.
time.
For
And then when I
years. Because
when I mhm.
no, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Then when I shaved my head, I decided I was not going to date. I haven't dated in years. I'm still learning Sandy and figuring out Sandy and trying to love on Sandy because I was in a dark place for so long.
Hmm.
So I'm just here. I'm just loving what God is doing and the doors, that He's opening for me. I'm 57, and I'm just starting to do all these things.
Oh, wow. And the doors are opening.
Yes.
The
I
doors
don't
are
have to
opening.
knock. I don't have to pull on them. It's
I
just
know.
open and I just smile.
I know,
Yes.
girl. That's amazing. I'm experiencing the same thing. Like, there's so many opportunities that
Mm-hmm.
God, if you just listen to what He says
Yes.
and be obedient and
Mm-hmm.
just let Him grab your hand, He's
Yes,
gonna open
ma'am.
those doors and walk you right through
Yes. And I smile, I'll tell you. And I work at a school.
them. Hmm.
And when the teachers ask me questions, I just smile. I'm like, I have no idea. This didn't come overnight. God did this not because I really deserved it. He did it because He loved me.
Right. Yes.
Mhm.
And he has a purpose for you.
Yes. And
Yep.
I love the purpose. I love it.
Okay. So was there a defining moment that made you just say, I'm going to shave my head and I am no longer wearing these wigs? Was it something that
Yes.
happened?
hmm I
What?
shaved my head the year before without God permission. So I let the hair grow back where it grow back. And I have came to Atlanta to get this platinum blonde hair. You can tell me I wasn't gonna be cute. So I went in the bathroom. I took off. I don't know that I have a hat or a wig on. And all of this was gone. So I looked like Homie the Clown. I had hair around here, but nothing here. And I cried and I cried and I cried. And God was like, it's time. And I'm like, it's time for what? He said to shave your head. I don't know where I got a razor from. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. But I remember shaving my head. Each stroke that I did, I felt lighter and lighter
Mm,
because I was
mm,
hiding.
yes.
And from that point on, I did not have to hide anymore. Now I will wear a wig if I'm doing a fashion show and they require a wig. But as
Okay.
soon as I get off that floor, oh, it's coming off.
I know that's right.
Yes.
That's amazing. So
Mhm.
what did your children say? What was their reaction? Because you said they had never seen your head. So
No. So what I did after I shaved my head, got myself together, I put a little makeup on and I took pictures. I sent them to my children and my grandchildren because if anyone was gonna laugh at me, I wanted to be my family. They never
mhm.
laughed.
No, because you were gorgeous.
They never laughed. But I was still kind of insecure because I'm like,
Mhm.
I'm totally bald, but I'm walking in my purpose.
Exactly. And that's what makes you confident. Faith, confidence, and identity.
Yeah.
All of that come together hand in hand, you know.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So when you know you got God behind you,
Yes.
yeah, you know, just take the steps and then people see it also,
Mhm.
because I see it. When
Thank
I look at your
you.
pictures and when, I see your posts and everything, yeah, I see all of the confidence. And I was curious about alopecia because I have a couple of other girlfriends who have alopecia. Never asked them about it. I didn't really know exactly what it was.
Mhm.
Um, but um, you all are so beautiful when you're confident, you know.
Yes.
You all are so
Thank
gorgeous.
you
There was
so
a
very much.
fashion show, and I don't know if you were in that show, but there was a fashion show, and everyone was bald. All the women, beautiful women. I don't. It was maybe a few months ago.
No, man,
But
I wasn't there. Oh, I wish I was.
man, they were beautiful,
Yeah.
absolutely gorgeous. Everybody there was beautiful, and I just love, like I said, the confidence and the inspiration that you have.
Yes.
Um,
Thank you.
yeah. So is it? So let me ask you this: do you consider this a movement, or you just? I know you said you were walking in your purpose, but do you consider this a movement? Are you trying to change the way people think, or are you just doing what God, just put in place for you to do?
All of the above.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm doing what God has told me to do, and that's bringing a change not only with me, but with other people. When I shaved my head, I had no one that I can go to. The
Mm-hmm.
ladies that I know now, I go to the barbershop with them. I come to their house with them while they're shaving their head. I did
Mm-hmm.
not have that. So
Okay.
it's a movement as well because I also have an alopecia walk every year to get women together to let them know you're not alone and kids. You're
Mm-hmm.
not alone.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a life sentence, a death sentence that I thought. I had a hard time with dealing with this thing called alopecia, and that's what I call it, a thing that's called alopecia, that I almost took my life behind. I was
Wow.
suicidal. Mhm.
Wow.
I had to go
Wow.
to a doctor and get medicine because I'm like, my hair is coming out. I don't want people to laugh at me. So it did something to me. But had I known all of this was gonna happen, I would been like, forget this.
See, that's the thing though. You have to walk that journey. You
Yes.
have to go through all of that so that you can be where you are now.
Mm-hmm.
So you can write the book, so you can say the speeches, so you can talk to
Yes.
people, so you can inspire women. If you didn't go through that journey, then you wouldn't have
How
anything
can
to say.
I?
Yeah,
Yes.
you wouldn't have nothing to say. So God uses us in different ways, and He, you want to think about like why me?
Yes.
A lot of times you're like, Lord, why me? But God know what He's doing, and He's gonna put us in places. Um, and He uses us the way He wants to, the way He needs us to be. He puts us where He needs us to be, and He
Mhm.
uses us. And all we have to do is just listen. and follow him. And like I said, doors open and you all bright and beautiful with everything that you've gone through.
Mhm.
Again, you're inspiration to me because I did not know you lost your son to a drunk driver.
Yes.
And that motivated you to speak against it or to
Mhm.
help prevent these things from happening again. But it's also, again, inspiration. It's also a testament of your strength.
Yes, it was hard now because my
Yeah,
son he was
I
20, and
yeah.
all he talked about was his 21st birthday, and he never got a chance to see his 21st birthday because somebody chose to drink and drive.
Mm,
My son was walking across the street
mm.
and he got drugged 139 feet, and he
Oh
died
Lord.
right there. So I didn't get a chance to say goodbye. I didn't do any of that. All I know is he said he was going to his friend's house and he was coming back, and he never came back because of a choice that someone
That
else
someone
made.
else made.
Mhm.
Mm,
But I was never angry at the young man that hit and killed my son.
mm-hmm.
Um, God carried me. I was never angry at this man. Never, even going to the court. I was never angry at him because if I was angry, I would not been able to do what I needed to do for me. Although I was in a dark space, but I wasn't like I want to kill him. No, I was
Mm-hmm.
never like that. Never. And I
Wow.
know that was the God in me.
Yes, it was. It was definitely the God in you. Again, that's another testament of the strength of your strength, another
Yeah.
testament of God, guiding you. And wow. Wow, sis. I didn't
Yeah,
know.
God is awesome.
Yeah, he is,
I
man.
just think about the things that I've been through. Like when my son was killed, and I asked called the funeral home to come and get him, and I went to go see his body, and my phone rung, and I walked back out. It was a detective, and he was telling me everything that happened, and the guy was in jail. And I said, "Can you go tell the young man that I forgive him?" And he yelled in my ear. He was like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah." I said, "Call me back and let me know what the guy said." And he called me back, right back. And I said, "Was he remorseful at all?" He was like, "No, ma'am."
Oh
That
no.
was that. Mhm. But I had to get that
You
off of
had to
me.
you had to forgive him for you.
Yes, I had to.
Yeah,
I
not
had no choice.
yeah,
Now,
not necessarily.
Sandy couldn't have done that. No.
Mm-mm. 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 Oh my God.
Yeah, I had it hard now. I've been through a lot. And that's
Oh
why I'm
my
always
God.
smiling and posting to let people, because you never know who you are touching. They might not
Right.
never like, comment, share, nothing,
But
but
they're
somebody
looking,
see it.
but somebody sees it. You're right. Somebody sees it.
Yes.
And again, you're inspiring people that you may never ever speak to,
Yes, ma'am.
And you got a radio show as well, right? Tell me
Yes.
about your radio show, sis.
It's called the Miss Baldy's Video Show. I take that Miss Baldy everywhere, and it's with the Hilltop Radio Show. And
Mm-hmm.
my show is on Fridays night, but lately my Friday's been so busy. But it's on Friday nights. Other people, my co-hosts, they have theirs during the week, and
Mm-hmm.
I do alopecia artists. Come on. It's not only just a radio show; it's a talk show as well. We inspire each other. We talk about mental health. We talk about the darkness of women and men. You'll be amazed of how many men have been through domestic violence. We talk about
Mm-hmm.
domestic violence. I don't
Mm-hmm.
stereotype anything. It's men and women, boys and girls, whoever want to come on and share their story. It don't always have to be about music.
Oh, okay. Okay. And when does it come on? You said Fridays at
On
9.
Fridays. Yes, my show is on Fridays.
Okay. Where can we
Y'all
listen?
at on the hilltopradioshow.org. Now I won't be on this Friday because I'm headed back to Atlanta.
What you
So
got? What's in Atlanta on Friday?
I'm just coming Friday early because I gotta be there Sunday for Z- Zavion. Kavion. That's her name. Kayvon.
Oh, for
Kayvon.
Kayvon. Yeah, her
Yeah,
thing. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Kayvon.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
then Tina having her class
Yeah,
on Sunday.
we
So I'm
have a
just
class
gonna
on
come
Sunday. Boy, I'll
down.
see you in person on Sunday. I ain't
Yay!
never met you in person.
Finally.
I ain't never met you in person. I'll see you Sunday.
Because I was
Oh,
there this weekend that just
yeah.
passed.
You was here?
Yes, ma'am.
I
My
didn't see.
nephew got married. Then I stayed another day for the class but it got
Got
canceled.
canceled. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
So
And you have another book along with the children's book. You have a book titled Crowned.
Brown, and this
There it
talks
is.
about my journey with alopecia and the different deaths in my family that I had to endure
Hmm.
while going through my alopecia journey. So it's a my personal story.
Okay. All right. And are they how can we purchase these books? Are they on Amazon?
Um, Crown is on Amazon, but I tell people to buy them from my website because Amazon you get what $1.50. You really don't get anything from it because they are printing it, they doing everything. So my website is www.don'tstarejustask.com.
Okay. Okay. All right. Now, how can we, or like me, I want to support you in any
Yes.
way that I can. What do we need to do? What is the support that you really need most for any of your organizations, your movement? What is it that you need the most from people?
To come to the alopecia walk is on September the 20th. To come to
Okay.
the alopecia walk and see people who one day you might look like, because alopecia does not discriminate. You can have
Mm-hmm.
I had long thick hair
Mm.
to have no hair. Alopecia can hit you at 34, 54, 64, 4 newborn babies. So
Okay.
learn, and I try to educate people. You can buy my books to support. I feed the homeless. So most of everything I get goes back into my communities.
Okay. All right. The alopecia walk is September the 20th. Is it in
Yeah.
Birmingham?
It's in Birmingham. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. That's not far. It's a couple of hours away. It's not bad.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And what advice would you give to a young woman who is realizing, because okay, so first let me ask you this.
Yes.
When you're first having the symptoms of alopecia, you don't know that's what it is.
Right.
Most likely your hair, does your hair just start falling out?
No, ma'am. My hair didn't stop falling out from years after I was diagnosed. I had burning in the top of my head where I would get my hair done and I
Mm-hmm.
would have to literally take it out before I get home. It would just burn like in the top of my head, but it wasn't
Oh.
shedding. It wasn't shedding.
Oh, okay.
And it
Uh,
just stayed sore only in the top part. And then years later, it started to thin. Then it started to come out, and I started going through stress, and it really
mhm.
started to come out. Then after my son died, it it really started to come out very, very
Okay.
bad.
Okay. So what advice would you give to a younger woman? Because us, we're perceived, we supposed to have all this this wisdom and be able to deal
Yes.
with things a little better than the younger ones most of the time we're supposed to. But what would you give to a young lady who is about to go through or currently going through an alopecia journey, and how to deal with that?
Mhm.
And because again, it's a lot of looking, it's a lot of staring.
Yes.
So yeah, so what advice would you give her?
I would tell her, look in the mirror. Don't think about your hair. Just look in the mirror and look at your face. Don't allow anyone to encourage you to be someone that you are not. And that's the
Mm-hmm.
mistake that I did.
Mm-hmm.
Embrace who you are. Find you a good sponsor. There's a lot of alopecia groups out here.
Mm-hmm.
Find somebody that's going through what you're going through, because if you're not going through it, you really cannot relate to the person.
Right.
Um, think about in life what you want in life and do what you want to do for you, regardless of if your hair coming out and it grow back, because some people hair do grow back. Just do what you want to do. If you have to hide that you have alopecia, that's fine, because everybody do not want to be bald. But
Mm-hmm.
if you want to embrace who you are, do what you need to do for you. And
Okay.
that's what I would tell her.
Okay. All right. And so the wearing of the wigs and things like that is not necessarily considered hiding. It depends on how you feel inside.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. That makes
Yes.
All right. Well, if we need to find you, because again, you are a model, you are an actress. So if you want to be, someone wants to book you, or if
Hmm.
someone wants to purchase a book,
Yes.
how would they contact you?
On Facebook, my name is Sandy Green, SandeyGreene. My alopecia page is Don't Stare, Just Ask. hashtag alopecia. Instagram is fearless_woman68. And my website again is www.don'tstarejustask.com.
Okay, and the website, you can purchase the books there.
Yes, ma'am.
And if they want to book you, they can book you there as well.
Yes, ma'am.
Everything there. Okay. All right. Well, beautiful. I am so glad I got a chance to talk to you. And I am
Beautiful
so,
to beautiful. Thank
yes,
you.
yes. We've been trying to do this for a minute. I am so glad that we finally got a chance to talk. And I'm so excited to finally see you in person this weekend.
Yes.
Yes.
It's an honor.
Yes. Okay. All right. So thank you again for joining me. And of course, we'll be talking to you soon.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Thank you. Have an awesome night.
You too. Good night, boo. All right. Thank you again for joining me on another episode of The Curve Effect. And ladies, again, don't forget, you are fearfully and wonderfully made. And until next time, keep shining.